give you much more, uh, might be of much of help to you while you perform your legal research. Now, my name is Rajesh Rana. I'm the trainer over here. Along with me, my co-trainer, Mr. Mohit Singh. We both will be showing this demonstration to you. And I would like to thank Bhavita ma'am for organizing this training session. And because I was following up for quite long time, and Burhan sir was also pretty busy. I was not able to catch him up also. So finally, Bhavita, thank you for organizing this. And let me now share the screen with you.
Please.
Yeah. So, sir, kindly confirm me whether you're able to view my screen. That is the SCC online homepage that
Yes, we can see
should
it
be
now.
displayed. Great, sir. So from here, let me, before we straight away jump into the software, I'll show you what all we are covering here. Quickly, I'll just run through this. Data coverage in web edition, that what we have. We have Supreme Court cases of India from 1950 till date. Then we have the Privy Council and federal courts from 1872 till 1950. Now here you will find a few of the journals or publishings are in bold, along with one true print mentioned over here. So these are the publishings or publishers with whom we have a proper tie-up. And because of that, we are sorry, we are able to provide you the true print or the exact photocopy of the print journal, right? So here, as I scroll down, I can see the high courts. All the high courts are available to you. Some select few landmark judgments from the district courts. We have historical courts also before independence, and the tribunals and commissions, including your APTEL, your ATBPT, your ANCLAT, ITAT, CAT, CERC, CIC, all the CSTAT, DRAT, MRTPC, NCDRC, RERA, TRI, etc. So all those tribunals and commissions are there. Then we have the statutory law. Under that, what we have in the statutory law, in the primary one, we have the central statutes, state acts, the rules, regulations, circulars, notifications, bills in parliament, and a new edition is constitutional orders. Then followed by that, we have the secondary material. In the secondary material, we have entire Constituent Assembly debates from volume 1 to 12. Then we have various reports of commissions and committees, including the Law Commission reports, pre-independence, as well as the current ones. Those are also available. Then legal articles from leading publishers like Supreme Court cases and leading national law universities and other institutions of repute. So those articles are also here. Then treaties, bilateral, multilateral, historical trials. We have kept under these three categories: Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Maharajananda Kumar, and Sir Roger Casement. Then policy documents from various departments of the ministries of government. Those are also available. And of course, Tagore Law lectures, the entire series of Tagore Law lectures. And in foreign material, we have the entire English law, and we have tied up with ICLR. So you get the true print of law reports, weekly law reports, business law reports. And then there are other courts available to you in the form of Bangladesh, Botswana, Canada, and some Africans, then Asia and Southeast Asia, etc. So all these databases are available to you in your subscription. Now let me just move on to the login area. Here you'll be entering your ID and password. And since I have both IP as well as the user, I'll use the user one, which is also available with you. Now logging in will show me the main menu that is known as SCC Online Dashboard.
What is this IP?
Sir, IP is for multiple users on a static IP. Means if you in your organization, if you have static IP address, then internet protocol. So that IP address, if it is static, then all the users can simultaneously log in from that IP. So it could be in a bunch of say 5 users, simultaneous users. Then we have 10, 20. For even academics, we have 100, 200, 500, depending on the kind of requirement. So that's a multi-user license. What should I say? And yours
Okay.
is, I think, individual one. You have a couple of
Okay.
licenses which are you can use. Yeah.
Okay.
So in the dashboard, you will find these 3 sections or segments. First is the research, second one is my library, and the third one is links. Research, the blue color tiles that you see over here, you will do most of your legal research in the form of maybe a query like a word search or a party name or a citation, or maybe by an act or a section. So you can use these options available in this section. My library, as the name suggests, is just like your physical library that you have in your office. Same way we have an e-library over here. So it's like a click and view kind of a segment, and you will be able to view the documents. The third one, that is links, will give you access to the external websites. We have tied up with the Singapore LawNet and Hein Online USA. So you get access to the international material also. Then the microblogging site, and as well as our own parent company's websites. Couple of links are available there. So our main focus will be on these 2 segments, that is the research plus and my library. Now let me start with the research plus. In this, we go opt for the first option, that is word search. Now in word search, we'll be entering all our queries, what all we have. And what I would recommend is that instead of, if you have a query which is kind of descriptive kind of, you should not enter the entire sentence. Okay. So if I'm looking for, suppose, judgments on, say, I want to see the judgments on claim of input tax. I mean, the concession provided to that input tax. So what I'll do is I'll enter the term here,
Let's
like, yeah,
let me give you a query. Say for example, we say claim repudiation of a fire insurance.
claim. Let me just do it. Repudiation or
Fire
fire
insurance.
insurance, right? So this is the kind of query we have framed. Now here, what I'll do is, instead of writing the entire sentence like those common English words like and of, etc., which is so common, we'll just remove those. We'll focus on the main keywords over here, right? So let me do one thing. Let me do stepwise search. So claim repudiation is one, and being a phrase, what I'll do is I'll put it in double inverted commas. If you have noticed, I have put this double inverted commas because I want to search this as a single word or a phrase. What if I don't put the double inverted commas? So claim in one para and a repudiation in some other para will also come up. So I don't want that. Once I do that, I'll click on the start search. So I am just breaking it into parts or steps. So next time, when I get the results, as you can see, there are very few results though. Around 26 I can see over here on claim repudiation. And within this, if I want to narrow down, I can choose this just below the SEC Online logo. There is a search within search results. So it will not search through the entire database at that time. It's now search within the results. And I'll type fire insurance. Again, I want this one also to be searched as a phrase, and then click on the start search. Now let's see if there are any results coming up. It is sort of stuck. Yeah, now it's started.
We
It
thought it's
started.
happened
Yeah,
only
it
with.
started. It was slightly, sort of.
That's all right. Good that it happened because otherwise we would have thought it happens only with us.
Oh, no, at times internet speed also plays a role. So I think so. So here we are. We are left with 3 judgments where it's talking about the claim repudiation. And now I want to also see the fire insurance. So I'll click on the third column. There is a go to next highlight button. I'll click on that and let's see. Claim repudiation. Claim repudiation. All right. Now, let me search preferences. I'll go into. I'll have to see what all preferences I have set. By default, it sets. I mean, save my searches. Go to my first highlight. No, it's preset already. I think it's perfect. So let me just go back to the dashboard. Frame the word search again. And instead of now this thing in two parts, I'll put it in at one go. Fire insurance. Okay. Claim repudiation and fire insurance. And if I want these to be, part of a sentence, I want them to be searched nearby. I'll put one near operator in between. And this is a Boolean operator which will search for these two correlating words in the vicinity of 10 words. By default, it's set. If you notice on the bottom, it's displayed. Near means 10 words range. I can increase it to more than 10 also, maximum 20, or reduce it to less than 10 also if I want to be much nearer these two words to be searched together. So claim repudiation and fire insurance. I'm sure I'm correct with the spellings. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So it's not found any
No, your spellings are
result.
correct.
Correct, no? So
Yes, your
let me
spellings
just
are correct.
let me just remove the near operator. Maybe these two
See what
words.
happens,
Okay.
is whenever
Mhm.
you are having any insurance claim, there is any fire claim, and the insurance agency rejects your claim, they will issue you a repudiation letter. Okay,
Okay.
claim repudiation letter.
Okay.
And since it was an insurance, so it's a fire insurance. So
Correct.
generally, I am sure there must be judgments
Cases.
on this issue. There are
Mm.
law firms like Thule and Co. whose core
Mhm.
work area is nothing but insurance.
Okay. Question.
So, and
So
yet
let
we are
me.
not able to find
No,
these.
I'll tell you
This
because
is
how it
there's a
is
reason
treated.
why I asked you these
Correct.
words, because very
Correct.
recently me and Mohsin we tried that with separate logins
Uh-huh.
to research for this. This is
Okay.
exactly what is happening with us. We are not getting the requisite results. Either we thought that we don't know it, so we were glad that training is happening.
Uh-huh. Correct.
So,
Correct.
but
No,
clearly that we knew enough, but not enough.
no. I'll tell you the reason that could be. Maybe in the judgment or even in the digest note that we create, the same, I mean, claim repudiation as well as fire insurance. Instead, they might be only talking about, I'm sure it will be talking about fire insurance only if it is due to that. But at times, maybe fire or insurance might not be, uh, uh, pairing together. That could be one of the reasons. So let
So
me
you
just
put so you put
remove the
fire and
double.
insurance separately.
Correct. That's what I'm coming to now. I'll
See,
remove
my
the
objective is to
yeah,
learn from this training, and I
yeah,
think the team also is waiting for that only.
right,
We
right.
want to learn from this training how to use this SCC online software efficiently.
So let me just try, sir, without the double inverted commas, and let's start the search and see if we are able to get some results and whether they are relevant. So I've got quite some results here, and it's first one is a let me just pull out the digest note because it will be easier because the digest notes will be comprising of maybe a half a page or a page at the max. So it will be easier for us to narrow down on the kind of judgments that we are looking for based on the query. And so I'll just expand this. My neck is a little slow. Mohit,
Yes, sir. I'm here, sir. Tell me.
I think sort of net is slow or whatever
Let
it
me check
is.
on my end. Just a second.
I will just check once since it's not responding.
Mhm. Just a second, sir. I'm logging in and trying to do the same search that you have done.
Okay, okay, okay.
I guess mine is working fine. Shall I share my screen?
Please share this. Yeah.
Okay. Certainly. Just a second. There you go. We are back on the dashboard.
Right. So you go to the word search,
Mhm.
and the word search you search for claim repudiation fire insurance without any inverted commas or anything.
Okay. Claim repudiation and
Fire insurance.
fire insurance. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right.
Now from here, you can open the digest note and Supreme Court digest note. Let's see. The first digest note talks about repudiation, rescission of insurance policy, then insurance claim, right? And the bottom line, appellant, after these bold highlighted lines, there's appellant had purchased a standard fire and special perils policy, right? So that's why, Burhan sir, what was happening that I was searching for an exact match or exact phase. So instead, what we have done over here is that we have removed that condition, and because of that, we are seeing that insurance is mentioned in there, but fire has been, you know, mentioned in a separate line without that insurance being mentioned. Here it's only mentioning special perils policy. Right.
No issue. Let's see.
Yeah.
Claim repudiation and fire special perils policy, fire
See.
insurance special perils policy,
Mhm.
and judgments. How can we find out a judgment which says
Yes.
how
Yes, sir.
can we
If you
find out a
if
judgment which says that the claim repudiation is unfair or wrong? That's the type of judgment I'm looking for.
okay. Okay. So there is another angle now associated to it, that is unfair or wrong, right?
Yes, that is the objective of the whole
Of the whole
activity, because
search.
whenever I'm doing any search, I have a preposition, but I want that
Correct.
preposition to lead me towards a particular objective. Means it's not an academic thing
No,
that
no,
I'm.
I understand, sir. So let's see the other maybe digest note over here, whether we are able to get the kind of judgment we're looking for. Insurance repudiation of insurance claim policy disputed, termination of open transit, breach of terms of policies. No, I think, okay, held. Shotgun.
I guess we can note this query in a notepad.
That can
Or
be done because,
mhm.
sir, what is sir is looking for
Once
is
we are
it's
done with the
unfair.
feature detailing, we can again take up this query with the other search methods which we have.
Correct. You can do that also. All right, sir, Burhan sir will take this up after the regular demonstration. At the end, we'll take this query up. All right. So let's then move on to the word search again. And as we were, performing this one typical search over here on, say, input tax credit I was talking about. So we'll type the input tax in this first in the search area, and I'm looking for the concession. So I'll put this input tax in double inverted commas. So it's searched as a exact phrase. And then let's start the search. Now what we are looking for is the concession on the input tax. So we'll enter in the search within search area, that's concession, and it will now search only in the results that we have got 4,319, and it will show me the results again. And again, I can just keep on narrowing it down up to 6 levels. Say, for example, I'm looking for this claim, so I can type that also, and thereby I'll be narrowing it down further. And at any given point of time, if I want to make any changes in a particular step, I need not rerun the entire steps again. So for example, in this case, if I want instead of concession, I want to search for benefit. So I'll just cross that step over here, second step. The software will adjust the results accordingly, readjust, and then you can enter the modified step over here, like benefit in this case. So these steps that for narrowing down can be performed at up to 6 levels. Now from here, if I want go to this first column, which shows me all the results, the first one is the digest node, the second is judgments, then acts, bills, rules, and so on and so forth. So if I want to see the Supreme Court judgments only, so I'll expand this judgments segment, and wherever I'm pointing my mouse pointer, it will also show that only will follow it. In high courts also, if I expand, I can see the segregation of high court judgments over here, and wherever I follow my cursor, only follows me. So when I click on only at, say for example, on Supreme Court, so what it will do is it will now show me in the result list, not the entire database. Entire database means the digest node, the judgment, the tribunals, the acts, the statutes, everything. Only now I'm able to see, what I'm able to see is the Supreme Court judgments. And the first, as far as the sorting is concerned, it's sort by relevance. Now I wanted the latest one to be displayed first. So I'll go to the sort by option, and I can sort in a manner of, say, latest first, or maybe quorum strengths at times first. So let's, for this, we'll keep it latest first, and accordingly it will now arrange them. And the latest one of 3rd of December 2020 is now being displayed in the third column, on the third column. That is the text of that. So this is how we can do the sorting and filtering. Fine. So we'll move back to the search. Apart from the near operator that we saw in the word search, there are a couple of more operators here known as or and not. Let's go to the word search. And there was a recent query where we were giving a demonstration that client wanted to know whether a Xerox or a photocopy can be admissible or is permitted in the court of law rather than the original document. So again, we'll not enter the entire description. We'll just focus on the main keywords over here. So the first question arises over here, that Xerox can be also mentioned as a photocopy or a photostat also. So it has so many similar meanings or synonyms associated with it. And I don't want to lose on any of the judgments where instead of Xerox, it's photocopy is mentioned. So what I will do is I'll type all the three synonyms here. And in between this Xerox, photocopy, and photostat, I'll put the or operator. So right now we are typing the synonyms Xerox, photocopy, and photostat. And in between these three synonyms, we'll put or operator. We'll type or in capital letters. Thereby it will search either of these for me. And not only that, we can also combine it with the other operators, like after photostat will also want to know whether it's admitted or admissibility is available. So after that, I'll put admitted or admissible. So what I'll do is, instead of, because it could be admitted, admitting, or admissible, admissibility, so many permutations, combinations are there. So the constant words like in admit, ADMIT, I'll put star. I'll delete the extensions. I mean the rest of the words over here. And thereby it will take care of the extensions. Same I'll do with the admissibility. In that also I'll put this star after SSIB, and then yes, there's already a suggestion being given. Somebody has searched for it. Just select that, Mohit. And then you can notice over here that in between the near operator is also appearing. So it will search for all these three permutation combination nearby vicinity, and also for the words either admitted, admitting, or admissibility, admissible, etc. And let's now start the search. Just remove this extra letter after admissible. Okay, yeah, done. So you just click on this start search. So what we'll see now is where all those judgments where whether Xerox or photocopy or photostat or maybe all the three are being discussed, and along with that, it's also giving us the this reasoning whether it is admitted or admissible in the court of law. So yes, you can just see over here, secondary admissibility of documentary evidence when a can a photocopy be marked as a evidence. Uh, so the OR operator and near operator apart, we also have one more operator in this Boolean operators, that is the NOT operator. Let's move back to the word search, Mohit. And let's give you an example, show you an example of the NOT operator. NOT is used whenever you don't want one particular subject to be included in the results. You want to keep that out. So what all I type after NOT will be kept out. So in this case, let's show you one example on compensation. I want judgments on compensation, but I don't want the ones on
On
medical
motor
negligence, motor accident. Correct, correct. So you will type not in capital letters, and after that you'll type motor. So motor is enough. I mean, you don't need to even put motor accident. Then you can put one more also, more than one operators, not say land acquisition. So I can type that also. So in between I'll to type, yeah. So land only, need not go for acquisition. Obviously it will give me the kind of results that I'm looking for. And in between I'll type the not operator between motor and land also. So I can use this operator more than once also. That's what I wanted to know to tell you. Now just enter, start the search, and these two categories will not be included in the results. So as you can see over here, you get the compensation judgments minus those two, that whether it is motor or land acquisition. Now let's move back to the dashboard. We'll click on that dashboard icon on top, the first icon, and let's move to the last option, words and phrases over here. In words and phrases, you will be able to see the legal definitions of any particular word or a phrase, legal phrase over here, right? So we can type a very general one like bail if I type, and I will get to see not only the statutory law where it has been defined, the definition, but also I'll see the definition which is defined in various case laws of Indian case laws, right? So as we are searching this bail, just click on the show button, and it will now display me uh, the definition. And the first definition is beginning, it's of the statutory law. Then after that, you will, if you scroll down further, it will show you the definitions from various judgments like A.K. Gopalan. Then there is another one also, Vaman Narayan Ghia versus State of Rajasthan. That is the second one. Scroll down further and you will get maybe one more. And followed by that, there will be one WHART mentioned at the bottom. That is the Wharton Dictionary definition is also included in this words and phrases tool. Now let me just move. Let's move back to the dashboard.
let's put one more word like
Yes, sir.
land
Yes,
acquisition.
sure, sir. So land acquisition. Now here you don't have to put the type it in double inverted commas for an exact phrase, because the in words and phrases you will simply type that, and it'll be it'll just pick that way. Land acquisition. No, I think spelling. I think. No, it's AC. ACQU. The rest is okay. Only C first. Yeah. Now you see. No, not on land acquisition, but yes, land you were able to get some. Acquisition, it's showing us the meaning and the definition.
No, we are having Land Acquisition Act in this country. Are we saying that there is no definition of land acquisition?
No, it should be, and it's showing quite a few on land, but not like acquisition or requisition.
See, these are some difficulties that we face. Because if I have to download the act from here and then read the definition and all that, then what is the point of having these words and phrase search?
These words and phrases are we have only picked from the judgments itself. We have not
Yeah, I understand, but
externally put any definitions.
it is
Yeah.
only from the judgments, or it is also from the bare acts and text of different statutes and rules and regulations.
Sir, from statutes, rules, and regulations, yes, it is.
So then
Apart
it
from
should
the
have.
judgments. Yeah.
So let's for a moment try to download the Land Acquisition Act.
Yeah, we can go to the acts. Let's say this. Go to that Mohit, browse acts and rules.
Just put Land Acquisition Act.
Yeah, you can use the filter and yes. State-wise now showing on top.
Let's put the central land acquisition. No?
Amendment. You can go by the index also. Yes. Yeah.
No, but why are we going like indexing? Why can't we just simply put in
filter also, so you can. Yeah, the first one. No, same is repeat.
This is for mine, not for general land.
Mine.
This is repealed.
Then we have amending acts here, land acquisition again repealed. You can go for the second last. In the filter.
Are you guys seeing the problem that I am trying to showcase to you?
No, so we do understand land acquisition acts.
Sir, from which year are we looking for this particular act?
I am looking for the current Central Land Acquisition Act.
Okay.
Acquisition.
All right, sir. So I guess there's been a miss in our database for that. So yes, we'll take this. We'll take this with our team, sir.
See, these are pointers. If I have to rely on Google to get this information, which is much faster than this, then why do I need SCC? If I can get the judgments from Indian Qanun faster than SCC, then why I need a SCC? These are some real-time difficulties, at least I have been facing on this SCC online. I am relying more on Indian Qanun or these live law than on SCC online. And to pull out any definitions and all, Google is throwing better and faster results. And by the way, they are all free. This is chargeable. It should be premium quality, which you can clearly see. Even the act is not there.
Absolutely, sir. We'll take this as a feedback, sir, for sure.
By when can I expect the resolution on this?
Sir, I cannot disclose that information right now. Let me just get back to you once I have the discussion with my team on this.
Okay. Can you get back to me on the status if I need to find out laws and acts and statutes around land acquisition, central and state? How can I find them?
Sir, around land acquisition, if you wanted to read them, then
Go to the
all the
word
central
search.
acts and the state acts have been kept over here in browse acts and rules. But
But
if you
that's
wanted to find any documents on it, any case laws or any
no,
particular
but my
digest
dear,
notes,
that is not there now. You are searching for the Land Acquisition Act. The current Land
yes,
Acquisition Act is not there.
absolutely, sir. But
So how? So if I need to, while you can come back to me on when and how you will incorporate it, the
mhm.
minimum you can do currently is to give me an indication on that while I am right now doing some research around land acquisition and right to fair compensation and etc. How do I do that on SCC online? Can you come back
uh,
to me with that?
yes, sir. So
Yeah, you can use
basically
the
the
word search.
yes, basically, sir, act is not there. That is for sure. But the judgment that is being passed by the Supreme Court on the account of land acquisition or the high courts on the same topic will be get added in the SEC online on a daily, not on a daily basis, but yes, on a particular time interval. So yes, you might find the relevant documents, sir. But yes, for the acts, we'll get it added for sure.
Okay, let's
Yes,
move
sir.
on.
All right, Mr. Raina, please move ahead.
Yes, Mohit. So apart from the words and phrases, you have this GST rates finder. I'll just quickly skip that because it will show me the rates of the product or the parts or the services. Then we have this find by topic option
I guess we
where,
can skip the find by topic. We can go with find by
okay,
party name,
okay,
which is
okay, sure,
generally
sure,
being used by the
sure,
members.
sure, sure, sure. So we'll show you the find by party name option where we have two segments, two sections over here. One is the search by party name and the second one is the find searching by the famous case name. Now, famous case names are the ones which are made famous by media, by the media. So you have like Sabrimala case, you have bomb blast case, you have BMW hit and run. So many are there. So you can simply type the famous case name in the segment section below. Like say for example Sabrimala, if you type, or maybe Babri Masjid, whatever. So you just simply when you start typing that, it will just give you a suggestion. Click select the suggestion and click on find case, and it will decode. The software will decode and give you the actual party name, that is the Indian Young Lawyers Association versus State of Kerala. Now, moving to the traditional one, that is finding by the party name, whether you have an appellant or a respondent, either of those, you can type it over here. The first thing you have to do is you have to select the jurisdiction. Now, whether it's a Supreme Court or High Court, if you are not sure, what you can do is you can simply enter the all jurisdiction option also, where it is asking for the court. Let's for example sake, we'll select Supreme Court only. Now in Supreme Court, when you are searching for one particular party name, if you have only the name of the appellant and it's a very common name, then it will give you a huge list of results. So what I can do is, if I have partially, I know the other party name, the respondent name also, I can enter both the party names simultaneously over here without any verses or video v dot in between. So let's search for one like Kharak Singh versus state of UP. So we can just type Kharak, the first name, then one space, and then state of UP. I will just put one space and state. That's it. So what it will do is it will search for these two names and give you lesser results. And thereby the first one, that is of 1964, the first citation that you see on the bottom, that's the one judgment. And when let's click on that title of that judgment, it will open the case law. Now the judgment also has the digest notes associated with it. There are around 34 digest notes, as you can see in the all results. And the second column shows me the party name, the citation, and the judgment date. And there are a couple of labels. The first one is showing me Supreme Court judgment. J stands for full text judgment, and 6 is the quorum strength. Followed by that, the second one is showing the label is denoted as D, which means that this is a digest note, and 6 is the quorum strength. Now, when we scroll down a little bit, there is around the sixth point. There is another additional label, put over there, that is in the form of a red circle, which denotes that this particular law point has been overruled, as you can see. What if I have more than one law point which has been overruled? So one way is to scroll down and identify one by one. The quicker method is in the search within search results, you just type overruled and it will pull out all those overruled law points and place them in the result list. So it's a quicker method by which I can come to know which law points have been overruled. Now, first one is the judgment, not overruled. Then second and third law point is also not overruled, but it's being appearing here because overruled is being discussed somewhere in the text. Now, below that, the fourth one, fifth one, and sixth one, all these three are having these red circles. So these are the overruled law points. Let's click on the first one, and it will now show me the law point, that is UP's police regulation 236C DE constitutionality, article 19(1)(12). As per majority, that is the opinion that is being given on this particular law point. And there are couple of judges, Justice Shah and Justice Subbarao, whose opinion on this law point is dissenting. So that's mentioned over here. Further scrolling down, it will also show me in which particular case law it has been overruled. So let's same way I can open the next one, and it will also show me not only the law point but also where in which case law it has been overruled. Let's move to the now I want to know this case law whether it has been referred or cited anywhere. Right. So what I'll do is I'll use one option in the third column, an icon by the name case reference. Third icon over here. A single click on this will now give me all those judgments, all those digest notes and judgments from Supreme Court, High Court, where this correcting case law has been cited. Now, the first one, as you can see over here on Constitution of India, Article 21, if I click on that, move to next highlight in this first one. So it will jump to that particular line where this citation has been mentioned. And as you can see, it's in this particular case law, which is of year 2014, this 64 judgment minority view has been held, affirmed as law. And immediately after that, the majority view held superseded and not good law. So similarly, it's also if I go to the other judgment that's of year 2017 in the result list, you will get to see what all treatment has been given to this particular case law of correcting, whether it has been relied upon, followed, distinguished, applied, all those things, all those inputs are available to you. You can just Mohit open the second digest note also. Or third.
Second one is, I guess, the case Puttaswamy, we all know that.
Puttaswamy, okay. Third one, and then go to next highlight. And similarly, you can see in this case, Kharak Singh versus State of UP, this 2009 judgment has been relied on. On the bottom, it's mentioned over there. So you get to see the treatment given to this particular judgment in various other judgments, how it was referred to, while it was referred to. Now coming back to the dashboard. We also have the citation search. Obviously, you will be able to search on the basis of citation. But here what we have done is that we have put the cross citations also. So with the publishers whom we don't have a tie-up also, you can search the citation of those publishers also. Like say, for example, in this case, AIR, we don't have a tie-up with AIR. So if we click on the find by citation and type the publisher's name, that is AIR. If you can do it, Mohit, click on find by citation. And just instead of SCC, just
I think
either
Sona has a question.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mohit, before we get into the this search, just wanted to check what you were explaining to search the case by the party name.
Okay.
If you can go back there.
In the find by party name,
yes,
you have a couple of options. One is search by party name.
Yeah. Put the all jurisdiction and put ASCII as the party name, because recently when we searched, we were not able to get all the we were not able to get the proper result.
ASCII, ASCII, Advertising Standard Council of India.
Mohit, ASCI. Yeah.
You can also put Advertising Standard Council of India.
It's there. It's there. So list is 5 results. Okay. One of late 17, I can see 1 year, 2017, 16. So which year, if you have any idea, which year the judgment you were looking for?
1 second, I'll tell you.
Mr. Raina,
So
there's
these are
only 3 judgments in this because the first 3 are the same. So
Okay.
there are only 3 judgments in totality.
Okay.
If you look
Okay.
at
We can open one by one.
Yeah.
So if there are these 3 judgments, are we saying can we know if there are any pending litigations also? Is that possible?
No. Only and only
No,
when
sir.
they are all fine.
The judgment which has reached penalty. So anything which is pending in the courts will not be displaying over here. And the reason why I was saying that there are 3 judgments over here. If you see the first one, the Century
Yeah, the numbering is same.
Plyboard India Limited, all the 3 entries. Yeah, because what is happening is that if you, Mr. Raina, if you can scroll down to the right.
Yeah, I think Mohit is, yeah. Mohit.
We keep on adding the equivalent citations, so that work is happening. So once we are done with all the work of equivalent citations, we will only have one entry. If you see the first one only has MALJ and the other one, and the other one that we are talking about has a couple of more equivalent citation, and the third one has CLC citation. So if you open any of this, will give you the same results. If it help us with the year of judgment, then we can probably open the relevant one that is for your, that's the one that you look.
There was a judgment relating to Dish TV, where ASCII was one of the party, which we were not able to find here.
So we can, one of this should be related to Dish TV. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes.
Not the one. So the party name was Dish TV, or because Dish TV is owned by some other entity, if I'm correct. So will it be Dish
SL
TV
Group.
versus
SL Group.
SL Group? So we can search with the SL Group, Mr. Raina, over here.
It was Dish TV India Limited versus ASCII.
I'm sorry?
It was Dish
Dish-
TV India Limited versus ASCII.
Okay, just a minute. I'm just checking at my end. And this was a Supreme Court judgment, or we are going with all jurisdiction in this?
All jurisdiction. If you go to Metro Tires Limited versus ASCII, there was a reference of this case in that order.
Okay, so we can go like that, Mr. Raina, what ma'am is saying.
Why can't we write Dish TV India Limited, then space, and then write Advertising Standard Council, like you did for that state?
Yeah.
Mr. Raina, just remove the, remove the tier in, yeah, that's good enough. Dish TV and advertising. Advertising, lava, advertising, I'm just worried. Should not be other way around. Let's have a look once the way we are saying that it was mentioned in one case. Let's understand that how it has been written over there. Can you open that case of Metro, or what ma'am was giving as a site, the party name for?
Metro Tires.
Metro Trials.
Metro. Could you
Tires.
please
Metro Tires
Tires.
Limited.
tires.
And do we have other party name as well with this?
Yeah.
Versus
Advertise.
ASCII. Yeah.
Advertising Council.
This is the one. This is
This
the one.
Let's take this one more.
Shall I open it?
Yeah, open this one. Let's have a quick look at the, if you can just do a control F on the third column, if you can full screen it, that'll be the faster way. No, Mohit, okay. So this is Dish TV, Advertising Council, the Advertising Council of India, and the Dish TV India was this is holding that. So let's do another. There is only one mention. Yeah, Mohit, just go back. It says, Mohit, you can just go back onto that. It says the plywood as well, right? So reference was made to Century Plywood versus Advertising and Dish. So we got the first one. We are not able to find the second one. Let's see that. Just give me a moment over here, Mohit. Can you put that page up again? Okay, you're opening it up. Mohit, what was the party name? Can you show? Have you opened that? This is a Century Plywood. This is the other case that they could do, not the one that members are asking for. The members are asking for the Dish TV one.
Yeah.
I'm just checking for the same one over here.
I was just checking
Why
whether
does
they were clubbed together or not.
But why
No,
does
no,
it take so long to identify one simple judgment? Would it not, should it not be highlighted through a hyperlink?
So what happens? So this is what you're seeing on the judgment over here. Mohit, can you just control F one more time and just show us the Dish TV mention over here? This is a part of judgment, sir. In the judgment, they have not mentioned any citation. So we are we do not make any changes in the judgment text.
No, I
So
understand that. My question is, when a judgment is cited,
Yeah.
is your software not capable of creating a hyperlink to that judgment? Like Manupatra, if you will use, they will always create a hyperlink to every judgment, and there will be one, the law, the requisite mark, and then the Manu citation.
We do that, sir. We do the citation hyperlink over here. If you can see in the middle, wherever this citation is been mentioned, so maybe this case is not in our database, and that's why we are not able to put it. Because otherwise, if you see, other citations are already mentioned over here.
So you need to say that your database does not cover all the judgments. To see
no
every other
database.
judgment, we may need a database like Manupatra as well over and above your database.
So to be honest, no database, no service provider can give you the shot that giving 100% judgments. There are only 85% that gets updated in any software. And yes, one software is not is enough if you're looking for 100% reporting of high court judgments. No one would do that.
So are you saying what you are reporting is only reportable judgments or all the
No,
judgments?
no. I'm not saying I'm not saying that we are only reporting reportable. We're reporting both reportable and non-reportable. But there's always a check which we have to follow in terms of that 100% reporting of the judgment generally.
Okay, let's find out this judgment quickly if somebody can. I think Dave has a query. He has raised his hand.
Maybe so this judgment is not in the database because the High Court judgment, so it can be a possibility that even our partner publication is not published this time.
Okay.
We have a partner with DLT and DLJ, DRJ and IR, so maybe they have not even published it.
So we have identified that there is one central act which is missing, and there is one judgment also
So
which
that
is
central
referred
act is
here.
available.
So act is there, sir.
So that act is already available. The name that we were searching for, I did not say anything because we had already proceeded with that example. If you search for the act one more time, the actual name of the act is not Land Acquisition Act. If you, it's a fair right to fair, something like that. Mohit, can you just go back to
Right
the
to fair
browse?
right to fair compensation.
Yes. So Mohit, if you can just go to browse that one more time.
Let's finish one thing at a time. What we are doing, let's finish one thing at a time.
As you said. So the act is available over here. You can see the act. Mohit was searching for land acquisition. That I think that's what very.
So in this, do we have definition of land acquisition?
Do we have a definition of land acquisition in the act? You're saying?
Yes.
You can have a look. So I'm not. This is the Bare Act as it is. I don't deal with a lot of land acquisition cases, so neither I do a lot of research on that part. So I'm not.
Neither do I. Neither do I. But when, as a general counsel, we have to do certain things, that is the thing with a in-house counsel. We have to do everything.
I understand, sir. This is the Bare Act. As far as the question was there in the first page, the current Bare Act. This is the Bare Act. It might have a definition. Ideally, this should have a definition of land acquisition, considering that this is the new act, which has superseded the previous one, in 1894, if I'm correct. That was the last one. So we can have a look at the definition if it's there. But this is the actual Bare Act as it was, attended by the president.
No, my purpose of asking was when you were doing for words and that search, you were not able to get that. That's why.
No. So that's a different search altogether. If you're looking for the meaning of land acquisition over there, it is. I don't know. Mr. Raina has explained that what is the source of that. Tab. We had published. Because we are also a public only giving this, software in the first place. So the source of that particular tab, that is words and phrases, we had published a book in the late 90s that's called Words and Phrases. So all the definitions which were there had been coming over there. Any judgment which has defined in any judgment, Lordship has defined the meaning of a particular word that has been brought in. And in case you cannot find any particular word over there, which is not yet updated, the same search can be done in the word search. So meaning can be searched in two places. One is word and phrases and one in the words search as well. So you'll be able to find the meaning of that, sir. If you want, I can show it to you, but I think we'll just do the example that we have. And then once we're done with that, I will show that example as well.
I have two small questions. Can I ask them now?
Please, sir.
Just one, Dev, let me complete the one which we had on the search by case name. Mohit, so when we were searching that, if you can just go back and search the results again, you will get one list. I want to see it once again.
Ma'am, I found this judgment via Google on my secondary research platform.
Okay.
And I found that it was, just wanted to confirm from you whether it was delivered from High Court of Delhi, if you can remember.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Just a second, ma'am.
Mohit, we don't have this judgment. I have checked with all these meanings and the High Court, and I've done that search by my computer. The judgment is not there. I'm just going to check on the one thing. I can assure you to all the members over here. So in case something is not there and you want us to be you want us to update the judgment, you can simply write us an email to us, and we will be able to get that thing up.
What is the email ID?
That is learning@scconline.com.
Ma'am, is this the one which you were looking for? I found this on another website, just
Yes.
to confirm from your side.
Members are not looking for other website. They are coming here on SCC Online to find
Yes,
something.
ma'am, absolutely.
Why
Just wanted to confirm,
they
is
can
this the
find
one they're
anything
looking for?
everywhere. See, this is Google. You can
Yes,
give everything on Google. That's not what she is looking for.
Okay, sure.
Actually, the point is when we search search the cases, we won't be able to know whether Dish TV India was there or not there. We will rely on SSC that it is showing all the list. I would not do and Google again whether I'm missing anything or go to Mohapatra or anything. So that's the, if you see the list also, there were only 3 cases which were coming, but there were totally 5 or 6 when we found on Google. And then when we went back to SSC and downloaded the order copy, which is like, then I cannot confirm anyone that the search which I've done is a proper one and there is no other order by this party name.
I think the same thing that I said earlier. Supreme Court judgments are 100% because that's what we have a forte of. But I think high courts, and I'm not saying only for SSC. I've been using all the other softwares, and I've been in this research field for almost 10 years now. 100% reporting are not done. I can give you one example, and you can search this case in all the softwares, and I can tell you that you will not find this case. This case is of Vijendra Kumar Pandey. Even if you go to Supreme Court of India website, you will not find this. There are two reasons.
Tell me, I understand your concern, and if as long as you are able to get us the judgments through learnings, that email ID, it is okay. Though it is unfortunate if I say so, because we heavily depend on the research that is available on these portals, and if we have to struggle to get one judgment copy, and for that we have to write an email, the purpose of getting SSC online to that extent feels frustrated at that moment. Having said that, you guys also handle some important landmark interim orders, I was told some time ago. Means there are cases in which some interim orders have been passed, like these IPR cases, they seldom get decided. But there are interim orders passed in several cases which act as precedents, because they are passed with single judges or division benches, and they are pretty long and exhaustive orders. Are you providing access to such orders?
We do that, sir. Like you said, that these are only for the important judgment, wherein this makes a lot of sense that interim orders has to be a part of it. So yes, for those we are giving it. Mohit, if you can just search for that.
There is, I think Dave also has raised his hands from quite some time. If you can address his query also.
We can take the questions. Mr. Dave has any question right now?
Hi, just 2 small questions. One is just a confirmation that SSC does not, SSC, although it covers tribunals, it does not cover trademark registry orders. That's just a confirmation I want from you. One. The second thing is, when the judgments come out, they are demarcated as reportable. So after they being demarcated as reportable, do you go ahead and enlist all of them, or there's a selection filtration process which you carry out, and how do you carry that out? Because the reason I'm asking this is that we might have to take decision at whether SCC will be sufficient or whether we will need another software also to fill in the gaps.
I understand,
That's
sir.
my question.
This is a very valid concern. I think sooner or later, every researcher would go through this phase. First question about your tribunal. Yes, that tribunal is not a part of it as of now. Second, about the filtration process.
I could not hear you. Sorry, your voice is a bit garbled.
Can you hear me now?
If it's the connection at my end.
Am I audible now, sir? Is it better?
Just one moment, please. I'll just disconnect and connect.
Mohit, in the meantime, once we are done with this, all the detailing of and Dave sir's question, I would also like you to just go to the Delhi High Court, website once and search for the same judgment over there. Because what the learning that I have done got from the Vijendra Kumar Pandey case, and even I had to speak to the library chief librarian of Supreme Court for the same. The case that the members were asking for was at a pending stage, but that case was being referred in 3 to 4 cases. And I can ask for that email from my team, the team member. I can show that. So sometimes cases are being cited, though they are in the pending stage. It's a very rare case, rare scenario, but I think I would like to still go to the Delhi High Court website and check for the same this Dish TV judgments over there. Dev sir, can you hear me now? Dev sir, am I audible? Mohit, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
So, Dev sir, I think if Dev sir can maybe some challenge at.
He got disconnected, I think.
Maybe I think he was saying something about.
He said
that something
I'll
related-
log in and log out and log in because he was not clear with the voice.
So in the meantime, can we go to the?
Rajesh sir, can you please share your screen just for
For
2 minutes?
sure, sure. I'll
I'm
do
changing my internet. Yes.
that. Okay, okay. I'll do that.
I suggest, sir, Chetan sir, if we can continue till the time we get any more questions, so that we can.
Yeah,
Mhm.
please.
Okay, okay.
Open the Delhi High Court website. I think we can just go over there while Dev sir is having. Because I want to, anyways, if you want to update this copy, so we can update this copy. You can get the copy from High Court. I can call up the High Court and ask for a certified copy then accordingly. Can you go to judgments, the PDF judgments option? And look for a party name. Was it anywhere that was mentioned from which period to which period this case was, or in which year?
No, I'm not sure.
Okay. Mohit, can you just open it?
Yeah. So on the Delhi High Court, I found this. Would you like me to share the screen?
Okay.
Yeah, you can share it and we can just have a quick look
Yeah, sure.
and
absolutely.
get a copy of it. And then if the members need it, we'll request our team
Absolutely.
to update.
So basically, it was not a judgment which we're looking for in the SSC online and on the Delhi High Court as well. So it was an order passed on 2nd of March 2016. And yes.
Can you share the screen, Mohit? Your screen is not being shared right now.
Oh, I'm really sorry. Let me share the screen one more time. Yes, I hope it's visible now.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, just like I said, that it was an order passed on 2nd of March 2016 from Delhi High Court. And I guess, yes, this is the one which you were looking for.
Let's confirm, ma'am. Is this the one that you were the same judgment that you're looking for?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe just because an order it's not been there. But if you need this, we can certainly put it on our team's email and ask them to update it.
Yes.
Yeah, Mohit, the only point I was trying to make is when I search by the name ASCII, I should be getting all the possible results so that I don't miss any order. That was my limited concern actually.
Absolutely, ma'am.
And there was one more which we found it separately, but not in the list when we put it case by party name.
Okay. Shall
So
we
if you
find that
could maybe
judgment
review
later?
that thing.
Okay.
We found it, but the point is when the first search when you do and you see the names coming that was not included in that, then when we googled it we found that that reference we put in this website to get the order copy, but then that's not that appropriate research.
Ma'am,
So
if you
can
suggest,
review this.
yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Let
Ma'am,
me
if you
the party name. And we could not find the same. We could not find the same judgment with the party name. Is that what you're saying, ma'am?
Yeah, when you
Okay.
put case by party name, there were 4 results which were showing, right? When you put ASCII.
Okay.
yes,
But there were 6 judgments, and which one we found through Google, which is this one, Dish TV. And there was one more which we had to give the reference separately in this portal to get the result. You can maybe try once more. Select all jurisdiction.
absolutely, ma'am.
Yeah, if you see there are 3 results because Century Plyboards India Limited, that's the same case. Havells and Metro Tires Limited, but in total there were 6. There were 5, yeah. Which we didn't find it here. So basically, if I search, I will think there are only 3.
And I think this is the same thing what we just discussed, that there will be no application process and not all the 100% judgments of the high courts would be available over there. And you can try this with all the software. And I'm saying it with confidence because working in this fraternity of, providing services, legal research services, 100% reporting, ma'am, would not be possible. Maximum is 85 to 90% being the best. So small orders, and judgments which are not that important get filtered out.
Okay.
But I take your point that this is yes. If you're looking for one software, it should all should happen. But this will be one constraint, ma'am, that I think mostly all the softwares you will have. But it's a very small percentage, not a percentage that we should be, that will make a lot of impact when it comes to looking for important judgments.
Okay.
So can we go forward?
Yeah, sure. Mr. Anna, would you like to go forward now? Mr. Anna, are you there?
Yes, Mohit. Sorry, my mic was muted. So apart from this, moving ahead, find by party. I think Dev sir is in. I mean, he had a query.
Yes,
guess-
I am back, but still the voice is a bit garbled at this end. So
Oh.
anyway,
Okay. Okay, sir.
anyway, fine. I'll try to decipher whatever it is.
Okay. So find by citation. We'll move ahead with. You will be able to.
This has been covered,
search on
Mr. Anna. We
Okay.
have covered this.
Then we'll come to the find by case law by section. Here we'll be entering our act, whether it's a contract act or a penal code, or let's take the example of contract act, and then you'll get the section list, and within the section list you can select specific section on which you want the judgments. As the list populates, you just scroll down and a little bit more and then select section 17, let's say fraud, and then click on go button. It will give me the judgments as well as the digest notes and maybe the act itself on section 16. So this is one way of finding case law by act and section. But what if we have more than one act and section to search upon? This find act by section, it has only one selection can be done at a time. So therefore we'll use the word search in this case. So clicking on the dashboard again, going back to the word search, we can type the multiple acts over here. Let's take the example of Penal Code section 420 and Negotiable Instruments Act section 138. So both of these can be typed. You can type only penal, that will also do, and then followed by that negotiable and the section 138, negotiable 138. Or you can just, as the suggestion is given over here, negotiable near 138 and within brackets and penal near 420. And Let's start the search. Thereby it will show me judgments where both these sections and acts are being mentioned. So as you can see over here, one on criminal procedure code, both these sections and acts are being defined over here, are being mentioned over here. Moving back to the dashboard, we'll just go to the second segment, that is My Library. Under My Library, you can see that browsed curated topics option. In the browse curated topics option, we have kept a lot of topics on the law, whether it is public law, corporate commercial law, intellectual. Let's click on corporate and commercial law. And under those, under this corporate and commercial law, you'll find a lot many topics, including insolvency, bankruptcy, e-commerce, company law, competition law. Lot many are there, as you can see on the screen. Let's choose one like competition law, let's say, and under that you will find various statutory law, the case law, the notifications, rules, etc. all are clubbed together over here. Though these same are available through word search, but there the information is in different databases. It's all scattered. But in this case, we have curated it. We have picked from various databases and put together at one place. So when we open one statutory law, the first one, you will see the principal act over here. That is the competition law. And apart from that, you will also get to see the Companies Act Section 234(10) Schedule 5, followed by that Electricity Act Section 23, 61, 61, 60, and so on and so forth. Then Insolvency and Bankruptcy, Motor Vehicles Act, Petroleum and Natural Gas. So these all different sections of these acts are being kept here, since they are related to the principal topic here, that is competition law. Let's collapse this and move on to the next one. Likewise, you have the rules, regulations, notifications, etc. You also have the case laws. Now coming to the case laws, you will not see more than a handful, that is 5, 10 or 15 at the max. And when we click on one, the first one we have clicked on, that's Bharti Airtel, you can see the full text judgment of that competition law case. And the judges bench, 2 judges benches mentioned over here. One of the judges name is in hyperlinked or bold. That means that this particular judge has penned or authored this judgment. Right. And you can also mail it and save it. That the icons are there associated with it. While it comes to the print part, you can print in 2 formats. One is true print and the other one is non-true print. True print will give me the exact photocopy of the print journal that I have, whereas the non-true print will print it. Yes, you can proceed with a couple of pages and show it, Mohit. Whereas the non-true print will show us the computer generated printout, which as you can see on the web page itself here as of now. So this true print will have the same paragraphing, pagination, bold, highlight, all the things will remain as exact as in the print journal form that you have. Let's close this, Mohit. And let's show within this judgment only. You can click on to save on some time. Just close this. Click on Justice Sekhri's name. It will go to that judgment portion from where his judgment starts. And while we scroll down a little bit, it will show us the para numbers. From here, I can select those paras and then copy them. Like in this case, if I see before introduction, there's a icon, small icon. If you click on that once, a green tick will appear. Similarly, if I double click, it will just extract one. But if I want multiple paras, I'll click once, click again on the next para, and likewise, I can click multiple paras and then click on what you call smart copy on the third icon over here. And all these paras will get extracted in a new window. It will show me the source, the citation, the equivalent citation, the page number. I can mail it to myself or to my associate, or I can copy and paste it in editor, word editor like Microsoft Word, something like that. So copy paste feature, you can use that. You can close this now, Mohit. And let's move on back to the search menu. And in the search, you will also just pull out one previous search in the from among the word search maybe. And then we will show the case compilation feature quickly. You can just pull out the previous search, any of the previous searches in the enter search term area. Yeah. You can just simply pull out this one. Yeah, click on search and then go to the Supreme Court judgments first. While we are opening this judgment for you. Now what I want is I want to save this, not only one judgment, but more than one judgment in a particular folder. So I can create folders in SCC Online. So if you see the second icon in the third column known as add to my SCC Online folder, I click on and it will now show me the previous folder is there. So I'll click on change folder. Then I'll click on my folder, click on new folder. A new folder gets created. It will prompt me to enter the name of the folder. I'll just enter the name of your organization. So let it be Britannia Industries. And then press enter key that will get renamed. Then click on select folder. So once the folder is created, you click on OK, and this judgment will get saved in that folder. Next, move on to another judgment quickly and repeat the same process. Here, I'll just simply click on folder because folder is pre-selected. I click on OK. Same way, I can go for a high court judgment. I can go for a digest note. I can go for an article and different type of documents. Those all can be stored in the same folder. Once that is done, then the second icon from top that you have is known as My SCC Online. You go to the My Folders. Under My Folders, you will see the View Folders option. You click on that. All the folders that you have created will now get displayed on the left-hand column. And the latest one that I have created is already selected, and the documents are being displayed. The titles of those will be displayed in the result list. Now from here, I want to prepare a case compilation of all these. So what I'll do is I'll select first of all the documents by clicking on that result list checkbox. All of the documents get selected. Then adjacent, there's an action icon button. And in the action icon, you have this create case compilation. Yeah, click on that. And believe me, while we are talking in the background, the software is created. It's already created. Burhan sir, you have a query?
Actually, my screen is not moving. I don't know why. The shared screen beyond. Yeah, now it has.
It has, sir. Okay, we were talking about the case compilation part. Yeah. So,
yeah. I will be logging out now in a minute. I have another meeting at 12:30, and I think 3 of my other members will also log out.
Right, sir.
We can finish off. Maybe we can have another session in this week or coming week.
Sure, sir. I'll coordinate with Amin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mohit.
Thank you, sir.
So from here, now we have the titles over here, and immediately we'll click on, we can first, put them under sequence, what all I want to move top, one down, bottom, etc. And then click on the create button on the right hand side. Once you click on create, while we are discussing or we are talking, believe me, in the background, the software is compiling all the cases for you, all the documents for you. And within a minute or so, you will get to see the compilation, which comprises of table of contents as well as the documents. Now, under the table of contents, you can see neatly the titles are placed with the citation and the pagination. So page number 1, you have the first document, 2 to 3, the second, from 4 to onwards, the third one, and it's like that. And these table of contents, you can also, they are editable. You can put your notes, etc., what all you want. And after that, you can save the changes permanently. Moving on to the next segment, that is the documents. If you can click on the pages in the second column, pages 1 to 6, it will show me the documents now. And they will have the pagination, page numbering allotted done by the software. Within square brackets, you can see them. So page number 1, the first document, and then page number 2, the second one, and so on and so forth, as per the table of contents. And in continuation, from here, you'll just simply click on this download arrows in the second column for both the segments. They'll get downloaded in your downloads folder. From there, you can just simply take a print and present it in the court as a case compilation. Right. So, and one more thing about this case compilation is that you can share it among your associates or colleagues also. So there is a share option. If you go back to the folder, in the folder, the Britannia folder. Yeah, I think it will be on top. Yeah, it's there. So in the second column, you can see this share icon just after the result list. If you click on that, so what all you have in your group will get the kind of shares you want to give, like view only, or you can modify it also, or not share it also. All these will be available to you. And if we close this, you can also see there are options like adjacent to the share. You can move one document from one folder to another. You can add from one folder to another. You can delete a particular document among the compilation list, or you can print at one go the summary or the full text of the documents. So all these options are available to you under this case compilation feature. Now let's move back to the dashboard. And the couple of options like browsing by law report and browsing by judgments. It's very simple, click and view. And therefore I'll just skip that, move on to the browse action rules. In the browse action rules, in the
I guess, Mr. Rana, we have already covered it while answering to the previous query.
Okay. So only thing I wanted to highlight over there is that we have also incorporated, embedded, inserted the commentaries in those acts. You can choose any of the acts.
Is still going on.
Yeah. So here you can see under this Evidence Act, if you see, you will be able to view the Bear Act, the full entire Bear Act over here. And you will see all these blue colored highlighted lines also. These are most important judgment citations kept over here on that particular topic, like in this case, meaning and purpose of presumption and rebuttability, etc. So these are shortlisted by our editorial, and these lines which are defining this title are also being picked from that judgment only, which is being cited over here. So the most important citations on a particular topic under the section are also incorporated over here, embedded over here in this entire Bear Act, in the entire Central Acts rather. Click, just move on to the dashboard once again. And you have those articles you can browse, the secondary material where I told you about the Constituent Assembly debates or bills in Parliament, as well as the articles. All these can be accessed in these couple of options over here. And the new button you can see there on the My Library section, that is Browse Legal Business News. This has case briefs from Supreme Court, High Court, the tribunals as well, which we keep in our microblogging site. And that information, up to date information, some latest information is kept in a separate button over here. You can just browse through one among those if you want, so like Supreme Court. So among those, you will find date wise, year wise first, then date wise we have kept it, month wise, and then specifically date wise. You can just click on one and then you get like on recent one, class 12 board exams cancellation, etc. You can see over here. Now let's move back to the dashboard. I think we've covered most of the options. Mohit, is there anything which we have left out so that we can cover it quickly right now?
No, I guess everything has been covered, Mr. Rana.
Okay, then we are open to the question and answers. If you any among the audience has any query as of now, they can ask us now. We are open.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Dev sir, I'm
Yeah,
able to
sorry,
hear.
I got logged off in between. If you have answered my question, I did not get to hear them. I'm really sorry.
All right, sir. Can you
whether trademark registry is covered, and secondly, is there a filtration process and how is it carried out? If you can briefly summarize, if you have to repeat it, I'm fine.
No, sir. We have not briefed it yet, so we'll go ahead with that. So one's on trademark. How we can
trademark registry.
Trademark
decisions, tribunal decisions. Yeah.
Okay. So trademark registry, tribunal decisions. So we are going by one was that find by topic, where you get the list of all the titles, you can just try out this once. That is one way of finding
No,
it.
is there a
Whereas-
no the statutes? If you in the statutes list, you will try Trademarks Act, which will show
Okay,
cases
okay.
of High
Yes,
Court,
yes.
Supreme Court, and Intellectual
Okay,
Property
alright,
Appellate Board.
alright.
I want to find out whether trademark registry decisions are captured. It's a tribunal.
Okay, so you go to the word search, and then here you will type trademark registry. Trademark registry. Yeah. And put it in double inverted commas so that we can get an exact match. And let's start the search. And therefore, it will filter out not only from the act, I mean, the articles, it will be judgments also, as you can see on the left hand side, from the tribunals also, as you can see.
These are all High Court judgments. It seems it's not covered.
Yeah,
I just wanted a clarification from you.
Sir, these are
These
all
are High Court judgments wherein
Court
the word trademark registry would have featured, so it was captured in the search.
Correct.
While you're doing a tribunal search under tribunals, whether trademark registry is captured. So,
sir, in
that's the
tribunals,
question
we
I'm
have
looking
around,
at.
yes, sir. Under tribunals, we have around 59 hits, as you can see over here. Mohit. So you have these company law, custom excise, income tax, intellectual property, national commission.
Appellate board.
Appellate board, yeah. So all these are having this trademark registry, you know.
Just a second, I'm also checking
you know,
it.
Yeah. These are all tribunal decisions. So what else we have? Yes, of course, we have the High Court judgments also.
Sir, whether this be falling under the Intellectual Property Appellate Board?
Intellectual property.
No, Intellectual Appellate Board is the appellate forum.
Okay.
This is the forum below that.
Okay.
All right.
So if you have a list of 59 tribunals, if it can come from the drop down, we can check there and select it. If it's not there, I just wanted to check. If it's possible for checking, it's fine.
Okay, sir.
Trademarks registry, it's there. Yes, it's under the judgment wise, court wise, but what all we have.
Okay, you got that. Okay.
Years. So it will fall under the judgments court wise.
Got it. No, it will be helpful in addition to whatever we have. Okay. Thank you. And on the second question on the filtration issue, if you can enlighten us, please.
Sure, sir. Tell me, sir.
Yeah, so whichever judgments are marked as reportable, how do you go around it, that which should be reported in SSC and which should be left out?
Sir, we, I guess, include the reportable and the non-reportable judgments both in the Supreme Court category. But for the High Court, yes, just like we have observed, it may be possible that 1% of the scenario, some of the orders may not have included. So for that, we will.
Which means even orders with which it's mentioned as reportable, it may not have been captured. That's a possibility.
Yeah, but that's not the case with the Supreme Court.
Okay, as Supreme Court, you're comprehensively covered.
Yes.
But High Courts, you do filter out.
There's a chance in the High Court, yes.
Okay, and is there a procedure around it so that we can know, okay, these aspects are not covered by SSC, but that set of aspects are covered by some other software? So is there a general principle around it, basis which you do that filtration? So in that case, the reason I'm asking is not to find out your way of working, but to identify that, okay, if this is an issue, then most likely it will not be there in SSC. You have to go elsewhere.
So there's a percentage of documents which always get edited in any we can say research platforms, just like Manupatra, Westlaw. Almost 90% of the case gets reported in the software, but there is no such number that yes, these many categories will not get reported and these category will get reported. But yes.
Okay. So there's no definite criteria as such.
Yes, there's no definite criteria for that, sir. Yes.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Thanks. That answers my question.
All right. Thank you. Any other questions from any other member? All right. Over to you, Ms. Raina.
All right. So we'll just share the
Okay,
our
all right.
email ID as well as the numbers with the members, so that they have further queries. They can just get in touch with us. And
So members, in case you face any research related query with the SCC Online or any feedback with the SCC Online, there is an email ID. You can directly let us know by calling us, or you can write to us on the email ID. And if you need any immediate support and both of us are not reachable, then please, you can always go with the toll-free number as well. For all our training videos, we will give you this recording for sure, but for our past training videos with regards to different features are also available on our YouTube channel. You can go over there and check it out. Over to you, Ms. Rana.
thank you, Mohit. So if there is no further query, then
One small query on this
Yes.
learning
Yes.
email ID. You use this email ID to get feedback from us or queries from us. Suppose we are not able to find a judgment. Can we use that, or it's just a sort of feedback that this judgment is
No,
not there?
sir,
Please put it on
No,
your
sir, it's
system.
basically the email ID that gets to the trainers directly. So just like we are giving you this presentation, it directly gets to us with regards to your research query, with regards to your feedback, or any general information which you might need with SCC Online.
That is on the way of handling the app. But suppose we want to look for a judgment, we request you on the learning ID that may or may not.
Yes, absolutely, sir. We always, So we always get this email directly. This is our personal email ID for our department.
We do take into consideration what all apart from the feedback, what all queries you have, anything we can be of help as far as finding a particular document or a judgment is concerned. You're always welcome, so you can mail it across on that email ID, learning ID.
Okay.
Yes.
So I guess, Mr. Rana, shall we close up this session if there are no further queries?
Yeah, I once again thank you all for taking out your time, attending this this webinar, and I'm sure, as Burhan sir was also saying, that we'll have another session, maybe more queries, and then we can just conduct that one also for you, maybe in as recent as next week. I guess for that, Bhavita will be the right person. She has done a marvelous job by coordinating and making this all possible. So once again, I thank you all for taking out the time and attending this meet. And on behalf of SCC Online and on behalf of my colleague Mohit Singh and myself, Rajesh Rana, I thank you all.
Thank you so much.
And have a wonderful day, sir. Thank you.
Same to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mohit, I think you can stop the recording now. Okay, fine.
Thank you, Rajesh sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.